I'm Brian with Evolution Bulldogs. This is part 2 of how to evaluate a bulldog. We're going to cover head type. So with head type, you want to look at proportions, size, and basically how everything comes together. So once again, we're going to be looking at silhouette, but it's going to be silhouette of head. And then we'll also look at some more detailed things. Since the bulldog's head is a very important component to breed type, we do want to delve a little bit more into the actual details. So the first thing, you take the height overall versus the width. It should be the same from the top of the skull to the bottom of the mandible as it is from masseter muscle to masseter muscle. Also, you're looking at, with height, half of the head height should be above the muzzle and half of the head height should be below the muzzle. This height of muzzle, with the dog's mouth closed, should be the same as the width of the muzzle. And that width of muzzle should also be half of their overall width of the head. The ears should be at the highest point at the sides of the head. There should be a slight curvature to the lower jaw, since it is a bulldog. And when viewed from above, the length of muzzle should be 1/3 of the overall length of the head from occiput to the tip of the nose. When you're looking at the dog's nose, they should have nice wide open nares. These are working dogs, so they should have open airways. When they're panting, you shouldn't hear any raspiness, and the nostrils should not pinch while the dog is breathing. Also, we want to look at dentation and the set of the mandible versus the set of the maxilla. The mandible, the lower jaw, should be parallel to the maxilla, which is the upper jaw. You can check this if your dog cooperates with you by peeling back the flews and pulling down the lips, and you can compare the distance between the canine teeth and the maxilla and the canine teeth of the mandible, and they should have even spaces, and they should run parallel with those cornrow teeth in between those canine teeth. The head circumference is always measured directly in front of the ears, all the way around the lower jaw. You want to get the masseter muscles in that measurement. So if you have bulldogs that are carrying a lot of muscle, their head circumference will be larger. And that head circumference, as stated before, should be greater than the dog is high. And the height is always measured to the dog's withers. The eyes, to make sure that the dog has no entropion, which is where the eyelid is rolled in or up on the bottom, or down or in on the top, where the eyelashes would contact with the cornea of the dog, which would cause excessive tearing and cause ulceration of the eyes. Also, you don't want what's called ectropion. Ectropion is where those eyelids would droop, which you can't even get these to droop because she's a tighter faced dog, where there would be space in between the lower eyelid and the cornea. The stop on an Old English Bulldog should be distinct, but it should not be square like an English Bulldog. We want some slope to that stop. You want a well furrowed brow, and you should have some moderate wrinkling, but no wrinkles that would trap debris. The ideal ear set for an Old English Bulldog is a rose ear, which there will be a fold at the back of the ear, and the ear will roll back and set deep into that fold. Button ears are acceptable, which is where they lay flat. Half prick ears, however, is undesirable. Full prick ears are unacceptable. That concludes our evaluation of head type. I hope it was helpful for some of you. Sen says thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to my channel. Give me some likes and comment below. Thanks, guys.